Hello. How is everybody? I am cleaning out the garage a little bit right now because I need more room in here. So I decided to do a live stream at the same time. How is everybody? Is anybody there? Hey, Tyler Moore, what's going on? Sorry, I'm using my crappy camera on my laptop. So, yay. Motorbike Cam, what's up? Oh man, I need to put a hat on. Actually, I need to reposition you guys because that light's too bright. How about right there? Nope. Fail. How about right here? Nope. Still bad. There. Motorbike Cam. I installed my 9.5-inch stretch today. Sweet. Did you have to use different cables? Because last time, everybody I know so far who's done the 9.5 had to do a longer cables. Why did my Get engine blow after 20,000 miles? You had 20,000 miles on a 2017 Ruckus? Wow, that's amazing, actually. Let's see. I don't know why it blew up. Did you crack something? Did you get to figure out exactly what it was? Atomic Weasel, woot! Haven't heard from you in a long time. How you been doing? And Motorbike Cam, you had to use longer cables. So if you look at this stretch right here, this is the 12.5-inch stretch with the 4-inch frame blocks. So now it's especially not long enough to fit, and I'm jacking up my tank cover paint. But I ordered some 88-inch long cables for a GY6 Ruckus and a GY6 motor, which I believe is the same thing. But this time, I'm going to go ahead and lube the cables. I heard that makes a whole bunch of difference whenever you're working on something. You know, I need to find something to sit on. Hold on. Right now, I'm just kind of squatting. Here's a piece of foam. I'll just sit on the foam on the ground. There you go. Whoa. Okay. Where are we at? You need to extend the brake cable. You can run stock throttle and handlebars over your fuel tank. That's what I did right now. I'm not really digging it. I actually want to do a wire tuck someday, but I don't know if I could do a wire tuck with these. No one makes a longer than 88-inch cable. Atomic Weasel, all good, brother. Raining here. Yeah. Well, it wasn't raining this morning. My brother came over to borrow the Lycan, and he's borrowing the Lycan for a few days, or for a while, actually, to ride it because there's another bike coming in next week. So I thought I'd let the people know in the chat what the next bike is going to be coming in next week, if you want to guess. It was 105 today in California where I live. Well, it definitely wasn't 105, but it certainly felt like it was 105 earlier this morning. As a matter of fact, yesterday I ended the day feeling super sick, like nauseous and junk. I think I was dehydrated from riding around all day. Thank you for the one like I got so far up here at the top. Been running live for 4 minutes and 26 seconds. 7 people are viewing, which is amazing. I enjoy it. Hey, what's up, Michael? Haven't heard from you in a while. Man, I'm seeing a lot. I'm starting to think I need to do more live streams because it seems like there's a bunch of people that pop up that are generally in the live stream mostly. But it's cool. I talked to Michael about a Volkswagen bug project, but I don't know. if I have the time to really put my heart into restoring a Volkswagen. I watched a YouTube video of a guy who took a Volkswagen and pretty much backyard rebuilt it and stuff, and it looked really cool, and it looked really fun, and it seemed like the parts were really cheap too. Tyler Moore, Caesar, I grind off the tabs off the rear frame for the stock taillight, but a nasty gash in the frame. Can I just... Yeah, of course you can. As a matter of fact, I think that's what I'll have to do on the Girl Ruck, because when the guy did it, he ground it out. He ground it like this, so I may have to do some Bondo work on it to make it look right. But they also sell plastic covers. Gary Ronk from the Ruckus group in Honda Ruckus, he makes one made of carbon fiber, and it's a clip. It's like this. It's the same shape as the back, but has a cut in the middle, and you can just snap it on, and it covers there. There's also something called a dingleberry. Look it up. It's for the Honda Ruck. It's called a dingleberry, and basically it's just a plastic cover that goes over where the bracket was for those people that didn't grind it very well. Dingleberry is what it's called? I don't know. Yeah, I know, right? It's called a dingleberry, and it's on the back of the bike, and it's like brown sometimes, so it's kind of, I guess someone was just trying to be funny. Cole and Amanda Barber. Hey, what's up? I've never seen that name in a chat before. Welcome. This is your first time here. This is Small Engine Velocity, where we do small bore, which in my opinion, small bore is 450 or less, which is the legality of what I can ride, because my wife will not let me ride anything more than 450 cc's, which is fine because I drive scooters, mini bikes, and like this 200cc street bike behind me, which is more than enough than what I need. Yeah, so it's called a dingleberry. I wish I could show you a picture. Dang it, I'm getting bit by mosquitoes. There's got to be a better way. Whatever. I can take some mosquito bites to sit in the garage and have a talk with you guys. If you're wondering who this bike is, this bike belongs to Poke by Toast. He's from Huntsville. He's hanging out here until he finishes getting a job down here so he can move out and have his own garage. Cool guy. We hang out and ride. Also has a Ruckus also, which is out in the driveway. Rat Ruck. Called dingleberry, and it is sometimes brown. Yes. Hold on. I don't have any admins in here, so I'm going to hit show. I only got 15 subs, but I make content on my Zoomer Ruckus. I need more subs, please. Everybody check out Tyler Moore. Anything to support anyone who is trying to bring more life into the Ruckus community, I am all for. Look, Aaron Johnson's here. He's the owner of this Grom right here. This was a very unplanned live stream, but no one's here at the moment, and I was watching a movie. I watched Spider-Man and the new Spider-Man, which, by the way, is really cool. I won't tell anyone anything more, but I liked it a lot. So I didn't get to release the video because I forgot to make the thumbnail, and I didn't want to release it without a thumbnail. Unlike this video, which has a horribly ugly thumbnail. Tyler Moore, I'm stationed in Okinawa, Japan, so technically it is a Zoomer. Oh, so you get the new, do you have the new Ruckus or the new Zoomer? The fuel-injected one over there? Always wanted to see what those exactly look like. My guess is the motor in the new Zoomer is the same thing as the new Honda Metropolitan in the United States. I've always wanted to go to Japan. I heard it's expensive though. Like for tourists, it gets pretty expensive. So Motorbike Cam, how are you liking the ride so far on the 6.5? I've learned that the longer the stretch, the harder it is to turn. The lower it is and the longer it is, directly proportionate to how big of an arc you can turn your bike in. 9.5. Oh, 9.5. Yeah, that's the same thing as what Puck has, is the 9.5. Probably from the Ruck Shop, I bet. Seems like everyone buys those, the 9.5s from the Ruck Shop. I do have a buddy with a fuel injection, and installing a CI box is a nightmare. There's too many wires. Yeah, well, that's what you get with electronic fuel injection wires. Even this bike right here is pretty complicated. The KPR 200. For as simple as its design is, the EFI creates another nest with cables. Fortunately, when Lifan sent me the motorcycle, they sent me just for me. They don't send this for everybody, but they sent me an ECU diagnostic tool so I can plug it in and read all the error codes, and if there's something wrong with the injector, the MAF, or whatever it is, I can read it with this. It's strange. It's only a 4-pin connection, but it's apparently enough to get all the information that I need. Aaron Johnson is also thinking about doing the fatty stretched, so everyone encourage him to do that. And I just got a message that my package for my throttle cable has just shipped. Speaking of, right? I'm 185 pounds. What Dr. Pulley sliders do you for the ruck? Okay, so with that question, is there anything else done, or you just got a variator? You haven't deleted the airbox, you haven't done an exhaust, it's just basically a stock bike, and you want to put a Pullini variator in it, and you want to put sliders? Just Pullini variator. Okay, so I'd start somewhere between 5 and 5.5. My recommendation would be to get 4.5 and 5.5s, and then you can do all 5.5 test. You can do half 4.5, half 5.5, and then half, and then all 4.5, and see what you get better. But to get the best results, you might want to get a tachometer like this. And then so you can see what RPM you're getting at what speeds. I learned halfway through my ruckus career that you can't butt tune your ruckus with sliders. Although Poke by Toast did his, he got it right. I'm not saying that you can't guess it right off the bat, but it's nice to know when I put, after these Met gears, when I put those 5-gram weights, that I was hitting almost 54 miles per hour at 9,400 RPM. So it means I still have plenty of room to go to get to those upper speeds. Versus I was getting 50 miles per hour with the original gears, and my tachometer was showing me almost maximum, which is red line. With 10,250, anything over that, you'll get valve float, and you probably break your engine into a bunch of pieces. What did you get your tack? Okay, so hold on. Shop. If you go to that link, shop.sevproductions.com, it takes you to my Amazon store. And then from the Amazon store, you can go and you can go to the ruckus part, and you can see all the parts that I've bought and some other parts that I recommend. Is the wrap around the coil wire type? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we're lucky we're in the garage. I don't know if you could see it, but right here. Actually, let's take it off. There. See how it's wrapped around? And then I just electrical taped it on this part. You could put it on this part too if you want, but it seems like I get the best results here. And it's fairly accurate. And I got the Trail Tech version, which I've gotten the cheaper ones, and it seems like they have a lag whenever you're running through the RPMs. This one seems to be pretty quick. And then I like how the button has a feature where you can click and you can record you can see what's the highest RPM that you went. You also get running hours. Like, for example, since I put this Trail Tech in here, I've ran over 90 hours on my Ruckus, which is pretty good, considering I haven't really had that tech on very long. Night, everyone. Oh, you have to readjust your, okay, good night. I'll see you at Motorbike Cam. Enjoy, I'll see you around. Good to see you here. It's good to see everybody here because it's been a while since I've done a live. I think it's been over a month, right? All right, Motorbike Cam, I'll see you around. Anyways, yeah, so if you want to look for any parts that I bought on Amazon, you can go to shops.sevproduction.com, eventually parts. You can also get KP mini parts, and then you can see all my YouTube stuff. And then I also post some deals because Amazon offers deals that people who have Amazon store, we can put them in there and you can get some good deals on stuff. So it's good to check out every once in a while. Atomic Weasel. Hey, haven't seen you in a while. Or at least in a chat. Or at least I haven't seen that name in a while. So what does everybody think about the Met gears? It's one of the things I kind of wanted to get out of people. It's 10:05 a.m. July 14th here. It is 8:05 p.m. here, and I don't even know what the date is. I've been on vacation, so I kind of don't know what the day is. I think, isn't the 15th and the 16th Prime Day? Anyways, yeah. Aaron wants to put Met gears on his too, but I don't know if he has a tachometer yet, so I don't think I'll let him. What gear set do they have? If you want to ask me the ratio, like is it 10-1 or whatever the ratio is, I don't know. But since the Ruckus and the Metropolitan have the same, pretty much the same transmission and motor, well, the swing arm's a little shorter. The Metropolitan normally comes with much smaller wheels, like 90/90s, like really small wheels. So they geared it differently. Unfortunately for us Ruckus owners, those gears will swap into a Ruckus, and it gives us a scary 30% power gain. And the reason why it's a 30% power gain is scary is because it's a 49cc motor, and you're wondering how in the world is it going to push that 30% gain. Show is Pokes Rat Ruck. Okay. This is the Rat Ruck. Why is it called a Rat Ruck? Because it is rusty. Like a Rustina. 9.5-inch stretch. Tank bar cage with front pegs. Side stand. 9.5-inch stretch. The Ruck Shop intake. CVT is a Polini, I believe, with 5-gram rollers. Lowered shock. A custom seat with giraffe skin top, speakers, a patina finish with the stock bars, ram mount, and a burger bell, which is very important. Oh, and this exhaust that's wrapped, and then a picture of a Ruckus cut out here, and LED headlights, like my old ones. Dude, I need to wipe the camera off. It looks really bad. That's a little bit, no, never mind. That's not any better. Yep, Burger Bill. There's at least 3 Burger Bills out there that I'm aware of at the moment. So what else has everybody got going on? Anyone got any projects they want to share with the rest of the crew? I know this was an unannounced live stream, and my unannounced live streams normally don't get that many viewers, but hey, you know, 2 more in for the win. All right, excellent. What was I going to say? Dang it. I started reading the comments. Oh yeah, now I'm going to start working on the girl ruck. So far it needs tires because it keeps losing air. New exhaust install vid coming soon. Ordered a man-in-the-box GP exhaust 2 nights ago. I also ordered some stuff to be installed, but it'll be here hopefully next week. We'll see. It's from a company that sells stuff off of a website, and I just found out today that the company is a Filipino company that makes these parts. So I'm really excited to get these parts in to see how well it affects my performance or doesn't affect my performance. But really right now all I want to do is get rid of, because I broke the silencer off of my exhaust, so now it's Ask Aaron. It is extremely loud. So I can get a rear fatty. I'm working on a leaky oil cooler. Is it like an O-ring or something that's old and worn out or something like that? Ugh. Anyway, so yeah, I wanted to mention that I'm trying to get a 2-liter Type 1 be tuned on Mega Squirt while watching YouTube. Yeah, Michael's always got like a project going on, but he's like an awesome car guy. So he always builds awesome cars, I'm sure. So yeah. So Tyler said he's going to get a fatty tire in a couple weeks. Keep in mind that it affects your performance, especially since it's a smaller diameter than the stock back tire, and then there is a lot more weight to the tire because of the wheel. Not much weight, but it is heavier. So tuning with a larger, heavier, smaller back wheel is a little bit weird. I'm actually thinking about taking my rear tire, and right now, what's on it right now? There's a 40-90-10. I wanted to see if I can make a little bit of a taller back wheel and not hit anything. Because right now it's about to hit my dipstick. Tyler says, low and slow, don't care. Perfect. Perfect. Because normally when I ride around with other ruckus people, we're going like 35 all over the place. Top speed here is 60 kilometers per hour. So yeah, it's pretty slow here with 60 kilometers per hour. Anyone know what 60 kilometers per hour is in miles per hour? Oh, this is my Smoke Nord Salted Nick, and it's a lemon punch or something like that. $30 oil cooler from Monster Scooter Parts, but can find on AliExpress for $12. Although it didn't seal. Blew my motor once. Ugh. 40 miles per hour, I can handle that. You can do that with a stock ruckus all day long. So yeah, you're good. You're very good. I'm also trying to figure out what to do with this gap right here. If anyone's got any ideas. So far, me and Puck or Aaron in the chat, we've come up with putting like a cargo net right here so that I could put my backpack here. Because you know, if you guys have ever watched my moto vlogs, I always put my backpack right here and then use a tie strap. I can actually put my backpack in this gap and then strap it to the seat. So yeah, that gap is kind of annoying, but like I could stick my whole foot in there. Like a small child could crawl through there if I wanted them to. I run a fanny pack around my battery box for my insurance and paperwork. Yes. There's a spot under your seat for it, but it's not exactly easy to get to. And I believe small bore two wheels. He puts a fanny pack around his tank, and it holds it up, and it does pretty well actually. And since it's black, you can't really tell it's a fanny pack, but it looks pretty cool. Looks like I have to replace my license plate holder because I cracked it. I accidentally backed it into something, and then I over torqued the bolt, and then it cracked it. Thank you for the thumbs up for those people, those likes. I got 8 likes so far here. Let's see if we can make it go past 10 and ourselves into the double digits. Also, if you want to support the channel, there's also a super chat. It's the one with the little $sign on the bottom. If you wanted to help out, not necessary, but always appreciated. Hey, David. I perma texted. Oh, it still drips. Well, yeah. Well, I try to, like, for the Lifan KP Mini, I actually had to go in and change O-rings to keep it from leaking oil under the shifter thing. The plate fell out from the seat on the road one day. Yeah. Actually, on the KP Mini, I didn't Loctite the bolts off of the back part right here for the aftermarket fender eliminator that I put on it, and it vibrated, and I guess it got lodged somewhere because I heard something going zzz, 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 and it was the plate rubbing the tire, and it actually fell off of on 59 on a freeway, and I pulled over with some buddies, and then they pulled over and drove backwards all the way down on the service road of the feeder looking for my license plate, and then retrieved it. And lucky enough, it fell off, and a cop was on the side of the road, and he grabbed it and pulled over and gave it to him. Yay, 10 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Still trying to get an exhaust. That's still on the goals list. There's so many. I really got to come to a stopping point on this ruckus at some point in time. And more than likely that will be next week. We have a new addition to the SEV garage coming in next week. So we'll have a different bike in here for a little while. If anyone wants to throw a guess at it. But yeah, I'll keep doing ruckus stuff. I need to work on a different bike. And I prefer to work on the other ruckus, my wife's ruckus, and get it nice and fast. Which, by the way, I ran into a problem. Her bike wouldn't go over 40 miles per hour. And come to find out, it's because the back tire is like super that. I will keep working on the ruckus, trust me. This bike here is a bike that will stay in my garage. Someone did ask me if I would sell it. And as much as I don't want to say it's not for sale, anything's up for sale for the right price. And basically what I told the guy was enough for me to go buy a used ruckus and a bunch of money left over to me to start the project all over again. You know, maybe a GY6 or some other kind of swap, or maybe I'll go a little bit different direction and do 12-inch wheels in the front and back. Who knows? Maybe I'll try to put a monopole shock in the center, or Danny, I'm not a trader. It would be to build another ruckus, to start the project all over again, to give everyone all those new lessons that we learned. Although one of the things I really want to do is take, if you look back here, actually, there you go. If you look back here, here's another ruckus motor. And I want to take the head off of it and then send it to a machine shop I know I keep saying that, but I think that's going to end up turning into a wintertime project where I send the motor out, the head off to have it ported and polished, and then install some titanium valves and lighten the rockers so that I can get some more RPM out of it. Not that I want more RPM out of it, but I do want the performance. Bore it out and boost it. Really? I mean, haven't we proven already that a turbo 49cc Ruckus isn't really that great of a deal? Where do you find all these parts? Another Ruckus motor. Well, luck. As a matter of fact, the motor that's in here right now is a replacement for that motor that's over there. That one had low compression, so that's one of the reasons why it's not in the bike. So I'm thinking there's something wrong with one of the valves. But this motor came out of someone who had a Ruckus and wrecked it. Apparently they wrecked it really bad, and then the insurance let them buy it back, and then they parted out all the parts that were still good. And I got this motor for like, I think like $120 or something like that, and it had like less than 1,000 miles on it. Kalen Poe Sr. How about KPR 200? Any more mods in the future? Yes, actually, KP American Lifan is coming out with some more mod parts. As a matter of fact, hey, that's a great question, Kalen. So check this out. I have this, which is a replacement for this piece back here, right? And this. And I have never installed it, which is probably going to be installed like this week or next week, probably maybe tomorrow or something like that. But what it is it's the trunk box that goes on the back so I can carry things with me. It's pretty, I don't know. I haven't put it on yet because I just don't know how I feel about putting a giant box on the back. I mean, yes, practicality, it sounds like a great idea, but I have yet to put one in. Michael, I have the same issue with my very first glass car. Everyone seems to think I'll sell it, and I've had it owned it for almost 30 years now. Not for sale. Oh, you have one of those glass VW buses, like the 11 or 22 window or whatever the heck it's called? Yeah, don't let that go. It's just going to keep doing this in value. And then your coolness level is just going to keep getting higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And then people will fight over it when you're dead because they want to have it, and you're going to leave it to Caesar in your will, right? Just kidding. Jacob Quinn. What's up, bud? I see that you took your Plex server down. I have been wanting to request some more stuff on your Plex server, but I have yet to do it yet. Jacob is a fellow budding IT guy also with me, following the right path and increasing our career yearly. I got the tank cage with the front foot peg. Do you think I got the tank cage? Oh, the tank cage, like on the rat ruck. Yeah, I don't see why not. Right now, since I put the 4-inch stretch, I literally have to sit my butt on the very edge of the seat before I could even put my feet on the pegs. And I only do that whenever I'm slowing down to a stoplight because my leg gets sweaty right here from sitting like this the whole time. So it's actually a cool off method. Plus, if I'm just cruising through a parking lot, it looks a lot cooler. Looking forward to seeing the KPR mods. Kalen, this ugly fender thing is very high on my list of things to remove on this bike. Very high. Very, Very, very high. And maybe a little bit bigger and wider of a tire in the back. It's like my only complaint is that this tire is super skinny. Although it matches, it works well with the actual type of the bike. But keep tuned. I'll keep having it. I'll keep making stuff. It's just I hit phases, and generally the summer phase is whenever I'm doing ruckus stuff, and then normally I have the faster bikes in the winter because I want to get to work quicker because it's so freaking cold outside. How much are those frame stretchers? If you're talking about the spacers, they're like $130. If you go to shop.sevproductions.com, I have them listed on the website, so you can pick them up there. Yeah, I like it. You know, yeah. So it's further from my handlebars, and I'm only 5'6", and it's short. But my preferred method of riding my bike is my feet on the rear pegs, and then I'm like this. Can you imagine? Okay, like whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Don't laugh at me. And I can pull my head behind my handlebars better. I don't know if you watched my last video on the Met Gear tuning, but it was really easy to get my head lowered to the height of the handlebars so I can get that aero mode going. Jacob said he had an internet outage. Yeah, I didn't see you on there, so I couldn't watch any of your stuff. I was trying to search for a movie called 13 Ghosts. I don't know if you have it or not, but it was called 13 Ghosts. My wife wanted to see it, but I couldn't find it on Amazon. I couldn't find it on Netflix. Couldn't find it on any other one, Plex server. Yeah, 13 Ghosts. I don't even know what it's about, but my wife really wanted to watch it, so I had no idea. Danny said a bad word, but I'm going to let it show. Don't get me demonetized. So he said, watch it. So dumb good. Zombie Mob. Hey, Zombie Mob is on here, everybody. He's new to the Ruckus community. As a matter of fact, I'm supposed to mail him that seat frame, that lowered seat frame. Oh, I brought it in the house. I have a lot of things I have to mail. So when am I moving to Winnipeg? Whenever my company tells me it's time to move to Winnipeg. I don't even know where Winnipeg is. Hopefully it's flat, since I have Met Gears on my Ruckus now. Joseph Tam, also a Ruckus enthusiast. He's I don't know. I've been talking to him for a while. He's a pretty well-versed Ruckus rider. So any questions, ask him. Free healthcare in Winnipeg. Oh, it must be in Canada. You know what I noticed is when people live in the frozen north, no one rides their Ruckus, and it seems like 50% of the people who own a Ruckus up north when it's the wintertime, their bikes are in pieces in the garage. It's freezing up there, Canada. Free healthcare. What do you do as your job? I work in IT. I guess more specifically, security administration / storage administrator. I work a lot in NetApp for our storage. I also do some system monitoring and a whole ton of AD administration. And we also do a lot of provisioning. I do provisioning a lot in VMware for our VMs for whatever project some person wants to spin up. Anyways, yay, that's what it is. That's when we work on bikes, the wintertime. Yep, that's what I figured. How do you like that? Seriously, I'm pursuing a bachelor's in cybersecurity. Okay, if you want to talk about this, let's do it. Tyler Moore, cybersecurity is a very underappreciated and very low staffed. There's not enough people doing it. trust me. And like, we have one person in our company that does it for our whole corporation, and she is like just drowning in work. And it is a highly paid position, and it's a highly sought after, especially if you get your cybersecurity degree. That's great, but you've got to get those accredited certifications that need renewal every year or every 2 years, so that you can keep up with the latest security techniques and whatever that comes out for hacks and leaks and holes in networks. But yeah, keep it up, man. That's a really good position to be in. But please, if you're going to be in cybersecurity, also be technical. Don't be that guy that says, don't let people hack your computer. And then we're like, well, how do you do that? And you're like, I don't know. We had a guy that was like that in our company, and he didn't know, like, I don't even know how he turned his computer on in the morning, but he was all theory and practice, but never technical. And that's terrible. That's a consulting position where you go to companies and you tell them what you want to do, and then you hire people out there to go do those technical pieces. But anyways, so you're diverting me from stuff, but that's a good career to be in. Are you going to help us get into Area 51? Are you the one who invited me to that? Because I saw something said we're going to raid them. They can't stop us all in Area 51. Come to Toronto for that. Tons of IT jobs here. I'd do it. I really would. But I don't know if I could handle that cold. Like, it gets too cold in Texas. Like, when it's like 30 degrees, 28 degrees here, Fahrenheit, like, I feel like I'm dying. Man, the conversation's scrolling up too fast. Just got done with my pegs and kickstand, bought a new fuel pump. Going on tomorrow. Anyways, woot. Yes, Zombie Mob is a guy who's been wanting a ruckus for a really, really, really long time and finally got one. I promise you, he has been here since the inception of this channel, talking to us and blah, 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 and talking the talk, walking the walk. Now, from everything that he's ever learned from all of us, now he gets to dump into his own bike. And I'm very curious to see which way he takes it. Is he going to go rat ruck like Aaron? Is he going to go clean fatty like me? Is he going to be a stock bike with minimum mods? Is it going to be a ruckus with knobbies so he can ride on trails? Who knows? But that's the whole cool part of riding a ruckus, is you can build it in so many different directions. I mean, same with a Grom, but yeah, it's not as cool, or at least in my opinion, it's not as cool. My goal is to do cybersecurity after my time in the Air Force ends. See, and then do you have any security clearances? Like, if you get security clearances in the Air Force, then yeah, dude, and then military experience, and you go into cybersecurity, you're set, dude. Just don't do anything illegal, don't do any felonies or whatever. Stay the straight and narrow, and keep at it. And I promise you, it is a budding and growing field in security. Everything is digital, like your thermostat in your house, which, by the way, is super unsecure. All those smart devices in your home and your wireless security cameras, which is surprisingly, not that I've done it, easy to break into. Surprisingly easy to break into. I mean, you can buy an ESP 8322 Wi-Fi module and program it and build jammers and crackers. You can build fake APs, and people's computers can try to connect to the wrong AP and send you their password. It's not clear text, but at least you get some encrypted information that you can. Wrong subject. Anyways, is housing affordable where you live? How much do you pay for your house? Wow, that's pretty personal. It is not that expensive. If you're comparing it to California, it is not that expensive to listen to. It's not that expensive to live in Houston. You could buy maybe 1,800 square foot house and maybe spend $1,400 a month on a mortgage. The average apartment here for a 1-bedroom, I guess, is somewhere around $600 to $800. I don't know, something like that. It's been a while still in an apartment. Okay, I got to scroll up now. You guys are getting me here. Michael, can't focus. It's beer 30 and watch. Oh, it's beer 30. I don't have any beer, so one day I'll drink beer with you guys online, but not today. I'm out watching for the next vid. Cool, Danny. Luciano, could I get an opinion on why little bumps choke out my ruckus? It affects the engine so much at 7K, won't accelerate till actually slow down at 4K RPM before accelerating properly again. So you hit a bump and then you get a blip in your acceleration or in your power band. I don't know, have you checked all your harnesses, your wiring harnesses? Is your spark plug cap loose or something like that? I don't know. Message me directly on Instagram, Small Engine Velocity, and then we can troubleshoot it some more from there. Small Engine Velocity on Instagram. What was I looking for? I heard people hack Philips Hue bulbs to shut off the lights. Yes. Not that I've done it, but yes, you can do. Eventually, there's going to be a thermostat hack, and people are just gonna like freeze people and turn up their heat and turn it off and make just chaos. It's those security cameras that I'm worried about the most. Even if it's a cloud-based, it's still traveling encrypted over public internet. Some people just think that everything is safe automatically. That's why your job is going to be important, because one day people are going to realize some big hack's going to come out for these stupid thermostats and security camera systems like the Arlo. Like one day they're going to get hacked, and people are going to get tapped into their feeds, and they're going to get all in public, and it's going to become public light, and people are going to freak out, and then your job will become that much more valuable. Anyways. My wife freaked out because most of the ruck was apart yesterday, back together now. See, and taking apart a ruckus is not that hard. I don't even know why I was afraid. I'm thankful that Texas Git came over one day when I did my fatty swap, and he showed me the ins and outs and how to take things apart and put it back together. So I'm appreciative of him. I wish he was still in the ruck scene. I guess he's been working a whole lot lately, so I haven't really seen him a lot lately. What should we get to protect the smart devices? I don't know. You can go over across a VPN connection through your internet, not use them, shorten the range of your Wi-Fi in your house by lowering the power so it doesn't go all the way to the outside. That's kind of an iffy thing too. There are other things, but yeah. My son does stuff like that with an iPad. I bet there are flat spots. When you bump, it knocks. So oh yeah, that's true, Joseph. Yeah, that you're when you hit a bump, you're throwing that flat spot, and it's not okay. Yeah. By the way, flat spots on your rollers, if you're using rollers, that's something you should check for often, because to me, it doesn't seem like it takes very long to get flat spots on your rollers versus sliders. Sliders is just an all better round design, because rollers rely on, well, they're called rollers, so they rely on rolling. Sorry to get me off topic. It's okay. You know, it's a live stream and I didn't really have any particular topic. Did you see the Amazon 13 Ghost link? It's on streaming on Amazon. I didn't see the link come through. Did a tinfoil hat. Joseph put a tinfoil hat on. Danny retracted a message. Oh, there you go. As a matter of fact, Joseph, I'm going to put you on as an approved link sender. There you go. Put this user. No, I'm not going to put you in timeout. All I do is I'll make you blue. There you go. You're a wrench. I trust you. CMP, what's the best place to order Dr. Police sliders in Canada? Scootertuning.ca. It's a Canadian company. They're already in Canada. I like ordering stuff from them for my Zuma. And surprisingly, coming from Canada with their shipping, it's pretty quick. I mean, you can always go to Amazon through my store. See, look, Joseph, your name has a wrench next to it now. Where's Bliss? Texas, Tank, Texas. Hey, what's up? I have a Mad Dog Ice Bear hug. Fan of your ruckus. You know what? I know I'll offend some ruckus people here, but like I have seen some pretty slick looking ice bears. Those Mad Dog Ice Bear ones with the 150s in them. If I could find one for cheap enough, I probably would buy it. And I would probably mod it out, and I would probably put a series out or a part of my channel called Making Your Chuckus a Ruckus or something like that. I know I just made like 50% of the people out there on ruckuses angry. But you know what? Whenever you have a ruckus and you put a GY6 motor in it, you're already turning you just build a chuckus with a Honda Ruckus front frame. So yeah. Let's see. You should. Oh wait, what? Well, hold on. Sorry. A hug fan. Oh, huge. Okay, yeah, cool. That's great. You are in Texas, right? Where are you in Texas? I'd like to see the Chuckus. I actually would like to ride one. I've seen them, but I've never actually rode one. You should have an upload night on cold air intake install if anybody wants to come over and check out my channel. Oh yeah, Tyler Moore. Check out his channel too. I'm all a fan about helping everybody grow. I mean, I had I don't know if anyone knows Rolling Wrench Denver. He pushed my channel once for me and got me over 1,000. So I'm pretty excited. Oh, look, Tank, Texas is in Dallas-Fort Worth, where Aaron was from. Aaron recently moved from Fort Worth down to Houston, so you just lost a ruckus rider. As a matter of fact, he says he doesn't think anyone in Fort Worth actually has a ruckus because he's never actually seen one riding around on the road. Ricky is in the Philippines, everybody, and he is looking for a ruckus battery box. If anyone has one they want to sell to him, please contact him. Yes, that's what I bought it for, $2,000. Had it for over, man, I can't see out here. And no problems. Oh, I don't know why he said previous comment and then it was blocked out. Why is Zombie Mob's comments being all blocked out? Okay. Oh, nice. There's a couple of groups out here, and I haven't got a chance to ride with them. Yeah. Well, you know what? By the way, everybody, thank you for the 12 likes so far. Thank you for seeing these little ads that pop up on the bottom. That helps the channel. Watch the ads if you get a chance. Whenever you're watching my videos, let it run for whatever 15 or 30 seconds that it's going. That helps out. You also have the super chat button, which is the little $ sign on the bottom if you want to throw in a super chat. But just hanging out with me is more than enough to help me with motivation for keeping to do this kind of stuff. You need a TV to use as a monitor. Yeah, right? That'd be great to put in there. Yay, Tank Texas. My first super chat in like 2 months. That makes me feel good. Thank you very much. I appreciate it because I need an exhaust for the Ruckus. And I don't know if you've been watching my videos, but I have been suffering for a great long time since I put a fatty on here in December with this crappy exhaust. At first, it was bending and it was hitting my back wheel and melting my tire until finally I cut it and re-welded it back together and put the silencer on. And then recently I was driving up a driveway and the exhaust caught and it tore the silencer off. So now it's terrible. Oh, anyways, you know what? It's really dark in here. Is it really dark in here? I apologize if it's dark in here. What slider should I start with? If you want one set of sliders to start with, generally most people start with 5-gram sliders. But if you can do it, I would get like 5 and 4.5, and then you have 3 different. Yay, Zombie Mob! Thank you. Awesome. I appreciate it, guys. It really makes it a good weekend. Plus, today is my second to my last day of my vacation, so I'll consider that motivation to get back to sitting behind a desk for 9 hours a day, and working for my money instead of just doing videos. Although I do see the appeal to doing YouTube 24-hour, doing YouTube as a full-time career, because I could sit here and just chat with everybody all day long. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm sorry, Zombie. Throw money at me and I forget what the heck I was talking about. If I were you, I would try like, I don't know. I would try like 5.5 by 5.5 and 4.5. Try 5.5, try mixed 4.5 and 5.5, and try 4.5 all, and then see what runs better. But like I said before to the person previously, your best bet is to always get a tachometer so you can record what that RPM is at top speed. Because you have to keep in mind, a generalization is your power band on your Ruckus is somewhere between 86 to 9,000. Tam, if you're still in here, if you can confirm that, but it's somewhere around 8.5 to 9,000 RPM. Oh yeah, he just said the same thing I said. So yeah, see, that's, I mean, you could buy one set and try it, but do yourself a favor and save up some money and just buy a bunch of sets. Because with the 4 sets that with that, you get one. Okay, so it's 3. You get 3 different weights. You got a lot of different combinations you can choose from mixed. When you're doing mixed, you get 3 solids, and then you can mix all sorts of different ones after that. Will that tack you have work on a 2-stroke? There's a 2-stroke setting and a 4-stroke setting on that tachometer, and it is at shop.sevproductions.com on the Amazon page. I'm really happy that Amazon gave me a storefront so that I can throw parts and stuff into it, and not because monetarily it helps me, because really 25 cents if you buy something is not really that big of a deal. But when I make my suggestions, I can put them in a place. Does it make sense? I can put it in a place and then people can find what I'm talking about, because I think like 30% of my comments I ever get is, where did you get? Or what do you use? Or how much did something cost? And I can just refer to that from now on. Anyways, thank you for those 2 super chats, guys. I really appreciate it. Made my day. Yeah, this Trail Tech one, it's smaller than the cheap ones, but I think the thing I like the most about it is it's just really reliable, and it's really quick to react whenever you pull the throttle. The other one seemed like, you know, when you stopped, it was still counting down digitally what your previous RPM was, but it's a good one. And for you, if you don't want to, you don't have to make it permanent. Just put some sticky stuff on the back, wrap it around there, tune what you want, and then uninstall it, and then put it in your garage to put on another bike if you want, which is a great idea. I should buy a second one. Actually, I need to get one for the girl ruck. Actually, there's a lot of parts. She still needs a CDI. Like, she's got all the visual mods. I really need to put a CDI on there. See if I can fix that tachometer, the speedometer that they put into the body. There's a rattle from the inside. All the wires are coming out the side, which is weird, but yeah. Anyways, oh, and then I need to finish changing the title into my name, which seems like it would be important, right? Anyways, what else we got going on, everybody? Like I was telling people before, I don't know if anyone knows, I'm trying to tell everybody in the live chat that I have a surprise bike for next week. So more than likely you will see a video or two come out next weekend for it. You have performance spark wire setup, correct? I used to have the NCY direct coil, but now all I have is the CDI. I reversed it because I didn't think it was connecting very well. The Fergie Blaster replacement coil and CDI, that's probably going to be a thing in the future, so I can produce a hotter spark in my motor to see if I can get a little bit more power out of my motor. You know what's funny is the mosquitoes stopped biting me. Or maybe they're still biting me, I just can't feel it anymore. Tank Texas, I need a better looking exhaust. Okay, Tank Texas. So here is what I found recently. JST or SH. There it is. I'm going to send you a link to the one that I'm going to buy. And I really like it. And of course, it's not that expensive. I think that seems to be a good price point. I guess this is really what I'm trying to expose people to, is the alternate parts to the $500 exhausts that you buy from other places. Like, really, is it really? I mean, yes, it was made in Japan, and I know someone in here is from Japan and all that stuff, but like, I don't have $500, $450, $300 to spend. Wait, where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. So expect me to have this and make a video about it fairly soon. With my new super chats that I just got, will get me definitely closer to the goal. Here it is. Here is the link. Everybody click on that link. Everyone check it out, and everybody tell me what you think about this exhaust. I guess I should hide my JDM only Yoshimura exhaust. You don't have to hide it. If I could afford it, I would buy it. But like 9 people live in my house, and I'm the only one who works kind of at the moment. So Man in the Box, I really enjoy your channel. Keep up pumping it. How much do you make from YouTube right now? Well, like, if you message me on Instagram, small engine velocity, maybe we can have that conversation. But I don't. It's not a lot, trust me. It's barely enough to pay for the time. It's not even enough to pay for the time that I spend making my videos, but it's a start, you know? And that's not really the point of me doing all this. The point of me doing all this is because I enjoy doing this, and I enjoy sharing stuff, and I personally want to go and put great information out there of a normal person, not a guy who owns a shop or a guy who has excellent mechanical skills, because I do not have excellent mechanical skills. A regular person putting these things together to see if a normal Joe can put it together. And it does look like a hot lap Sidewinder exhaust, but it's $200 and it's made by some people in the Philippines, and I really want to get it. And I'm $4 closer to getting that today. Thanks, Kaylin. Thank you, Zombie. Zombie, you should take a look at that exhaust too. I don't know how it'll work performance-wise, but to me it looks pretty sweet. And if it's anything quieter than this freaking exhaust, I'll be happy. I just don't want it to take away from any of my performance, but we'll see how that works out, right? With every part you put on your motor, you got to readjust everything over and over and over again. Woohoo! $6 closer. Yay! Take Texas. I appreciate it. I really do. It's cool helping everybody out. Like, for example, someone offered me to buy these frame extensions for the Ruckus. And I was like, I've never heard of those before. So I looked them up. There's very, very little information out there on them, or at least what they look like and how they affect you performance-wise. So I bought them. And despite me wanting to buy an exhaust, I bought these instead and put it on. And I really think it adds to the community out there for those people that are tall to actually kind of get an idea of, sorry, I got to sit on my side, to actually see what the solutions are for tall people, because there's a lot of people out there who complain saying that Ruckuses are too short for them, so they can't ride them. Oh my God, my freaking butt's killing me. I need a chair in here, or at least a stool. I could sit on a gas can, but I don't think that would be comfortable. Was it difficult going Met gears? No. The reason it wasn't hard for me is because I had a second transmission, and I was able to install the Met gears in that second transmission. And then when it came down to it, to installing it, I just dropped the motor, put the new transmission on, and put it back on. And that's what made it easy for me, is because I had a second one to do that too. Also, it was planned as my backup plan. So let's say that it didn't work out so good, like it was terrible and it made me go slower and fire was shooting out my back wheel or whatever, then I always had a way to put it back on. Yeah, and Puck. Plus, Puck helping me. Reason being is because, I don't know if you've done this yet, but it's personally, yeah, you did. You did a lot. Like, you helped me put the motor on, and I tried, when I put the powder-coated frame back on by myself, it was a pain in the butt. And it probably took me 2 hours longer to do because I did this. And with you there, I was able to get it done in a day. So I appreciate it. Yeah, I couldn't hold the tire up. I don't remember me having the superpower of being able to do shadow clone and, shadow clone myself all over the place so that I can help me. Nope, can't do that. Naruto is not real. All right, Tyler. Actually, I think, am I subbed to your channel already? I'll do it, no problem. Small Adventures. Small Adventures, he's got a YouTube channel also. And he's doing something that I really want to do, is get on a bike and ride on trails. Like, that looks fun. Like, I could drive up to Sam Houston National Park and ride on trails up there, and it just sounds exciting. Which, Small Adventures, send me a message. I want to divulge some information that I'm having next week. It'd be kind of cool to see if I can get your input on it. I'll leave the window open to give you watch time, though. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. Yes, it rained a little bit. No hurricane here yet, so I'm not dead. I really appreciate your prayers, and I really appreciate you putting a hedge of protection around me while we're hanging out here. Hopefully there's no hurricanes that come through. It seems like every time a hurricane comes through Houston, like, lives are lost and things get flooded. Like, for the last, 3 years? Yeah, 3 years. My whole area is flooded. Not my place hasn't flooded, thank God, but plenty of places have flooded. Yeah, but Small Adventures has he's got a lot of he has a, what's it called? Adventure bike, right? Adventure / dual sport. I knew someone was going to ask that. When am I getting the Ruckus tattoo? CB500X. So that's a Honda. Hey, that's cool, actually. That should be on my list. That sounds powerful enough. When am I getting the Ruckus tattoo? That is happening soon. We're getting the logistics together to do a live stream. I'm trying to figure out whether or not it's supposed, if it's legal for me to show me actually getting it, like, blood and junk, or will I be getting it and then I'll have someone sitting there reading me off the chat while I'm on there, while I'm answering stuff on the air. Everyone voted and everyone wanted it to be live, so I got to make sure that I don't get demonetized or a community strike for doing that. Yeah, Tank, Texas. I made a bet with everyone that I wouldn't get 2,000 subscribers by 4th of July, and I think I got 2,000 subscribers by, like, the end of June. So, yeah, that promise was to get a Small Engine Velocity logo right here on my arm. It will happen, I promise. Everyone will get to see it, and everyone will have a fun time laughing at me while I'm going through pain. But hopefully they'll be very soon. Aaron Johnson, he's the one who pushed it really hard to get the tattoo. Gotta go. Yep, you have a good weekend too. Thanks for hanging out, man. One other moto vlogger has gotten one on his channel. Okay, cool. I bet it seems to be not a popular thing. I got a logo. I'm going to get a logo. We'll see how that works out. I don't want color, but we'll also see how that works out. Another thing, for those of you that are new here, Tank, Texas too, there's if you look on my videos, there's also a link for Discord, the Discord channel. Zombie Mob and plenty of the other people are on there. Basically, it's just a chat room that I visit and hang out with. Not often as I'd like to, but there's always a lot of people in there. If there's no one in there, you can always ask a question and come back, and then people will have answered it, start conversation. But there's a lot of good expertise in there of different kinds of bikes too, not only Ruckuses. Who is going to do the tattoo? Aaron was supposed to do the tattoo, but I think we enlisted this young lady to do it. So yeah, great. Mighty Free Holito. Greetings from Guam. Hello, Guam. Is Guam a U.S. territory? It is, isn't it? Like the Virgin Islands, I believe. Born and raised in Houston. Woohoo! Now, I can't make that same claim. I was raised in Houston, but I wasn't born in Houston. I was born in Detroit, Southfield, to be more specific, in Michigan. Actually, Riney is from that area. Come on, Puck, you should. Well, that was up to Puck. I don't mind him doing it too, but if he feels more confident in someone else doing it, because this is a permanent thing, then cool. Besides, if Puck isn't doing it, then he can run the live stream and talk to everybody and read me out the chats while I'm doing the live. But hopefully the shop will let me do the live there. Oh, it's good hanging out live again, guys. It's been so long since I've done this. Should do it more often. It's just really hard to carve out the time lately since it's summer and the kids are home and there's projects and family, and I've been really tired a lot lately. I don't know why. I think it's just because I'm tired. Is it really dark? I really didn't do anything with the lighting this time like I normally do. How wide of a tire do you think you can go on the KPR? Okay. Let's see if I can show you. There's the back tire. There's not that much gap back here. And I absolutely love this bike. This is like in the range of bikes that I need. I need a small bore, fuel efficient, fast enough, because it goes like 80 something miles per hour. Probably faster now that I got back pressure with the rear thing. My only complaint is this. The back tire is super skinny. And not for performance-wise that it really makes a difference. It's because it probably runs better because of the smaller tire in the back. It just, everybody likes a wide rear tire. But other than that, I have had yet to have a single issue with this bike. It's worth every penny. It really is. It is dark. Yes, it is outside. What tire in the back? This is a 120 80 17. 120 140 120. I don't know. I'd have to see the tire, but you can't really go much. You can go a tiny bit taller and a tiny bit wider, but then after that you'll start hitting the arm, so you have to be careful with that. Oh, the video is dark? Yeah, it's dark. I apologize. Next time I'll work. But like I literally walked outside and said, I'm going to live stream. Let's see if I can make the light brighter on my face. What if I put oh, here's a little table. I have a little table here. There, is that better? Oh, there, look, and you can see a little bit of the ruckus. There you go, everybody. There's the ruckus. It's so cute. Look. All right, Take Texas. Thank you for hanging out, and thank you for the super chats today. I super appreciate it. I really like it. I mean, it's not necessary, but I always appreciate it. That gets me closer to the exhaust goal. I would really appreciate it if you checked out in the videos one of the links to see if you can join the Discord channel. I prefer if you install the app on your phone. It works really, really well. And it alerts you to conversations going there. Plus, I need more people in there. It's not that it's quiet in there, but I would really enjoy it if there were a lot of people talking in there. Atomic Weasel. Hold on, I'm trying to scroll up. Love your videos. Recently bought a Ruckus. Keep making the videos. Nice to see Houston on your vids. Yes, I will keep making them. Like I said to everyone else before, I'm not planning on getting rid of the Ruckus ever. Unless my wife says, hey, you know what, you need to get rid of the Ruckus, then sure. But if it was my choice, it's going to stick around for the rest of my life. And when the future has electric cars, Oh, hey, thank you for the 14 likes now, everybody. Appreciate it. When everyone else has electric cars and electric bikes, I'm going to be the guy running around trying to find the last bit of gas to put in this thing and ride it around. Or convert it to ethanol or something. Or if Honda makes an electric motor, then I'll put it in there one day. How do you like the LED lights on the Ruckus? The ones I put in here, they are amazing. They're 80 watt though, but so far I haven't had any issues with battery drain whenever these things are running, because they run all the time. By the way, people keep complaining that I have my horn right here. So someday I'll put the horn in the battery box, but I really want to lower the headlights a little bit too. I've seen people with lowered headlight brackets that I'd like to try. How do you like the lights on a zombie? Zombie Mob's always a good supporter. I really appreciate him. Anyways, it's 9:09. It's been an hour and 21 minutes, and really was only planning on running for an hour. So what do you guys got going on? Anything else? So yeah, everybody be prepared. Next week, there's another bike arriving. I won't give you any more hints unless you want to guess. Yeah, actually, yeah, I like the original headlights. I used to have an LED set that I really liked because it was super ultra bright. As a matter of fact, I have them right here. This used to be my headlights, if anyone remembers them. And then these white squares, are halos. So when I'm not running, these have a square halo around them. So yeah, I like them. Problem was that they didn't spread very far. They're like super spotlights, and they're super bright. Where do I buy parts for my Ruckus? Amazon. I prefer to buy from Man in the Box. There's plenty of places I prefer to buy. There's also the Ruck Shop. I personally never have bought anything from there, and that's a personal choice. Uh-oh. I'm missing a plastic guide for this. I'm missing the plastic guide for the slider on here. I better not lose that. I'll be in trouble. Girl Ruck is going to get mad at me. Shoot, I better find that. Anyways, yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, Steady Garage is a great place to buy stuff too. I prefer not to buy from the Ruck Shop, but that's just me. Last movie or last show? Last show I watched on Netflix. I just finished watching Stranger Things 3, the third season with my daughter. We did a marathon. Hold on. I'll get you a link. This link will get you the invite to the channel. And then once you get into the channel, then small engine velocity. Invite people. Actually, I invite everybody to join this because think of it as a live stream all the time, every day. Zombie Mob's in there for sure. There you go. That's an open invite for a whole 24 hours. Anyone who wants to use it, go ahead and use the link. I bought my wife a Ruckus. Yes, because she wanted to get into what I'm into. So, you know, everybody who does everyone who does stuff with their wife always wants to kind of both share in the same things. Like I do some of the stuff she likes. She does the stuff I like. She hasn't ridden in a while because she broke her hand, like her knuckle, because she drove my Ruckus into a bush and hit her hand and broke her knuckle. So probably until after we get that fixed, she won't really ride it that much because it hurts her hand to close a fist around the throttle. So yeah, my wife's is a 2009 and it's slightly modded. It's actually kind of beat up. There's a lot of spray paint, like rattle can all over it. Obviously, it used to be red, so it's not red anymore. So more than likely, we'll take the frame and have it powder coated, stripped and powder coated. Danny Thor, what's up, Danny Thor? Yeah. I like seeing people's names in there. Uh-oh. I saw someone show up in the Discord channel. Let's say hello. Hello. You made it. Yep, Tank Texas 87. And Danny Boy also replied, see, look, it's a great place. I mean, it's not super busy all the time, but like, yeah, we can all hang out there and talk and chat and stuff. I don't do it as much at work anymore because for a little while there, I was just like spending my whole day not working and chatting in the room talking about bikes and stuff. So I really don't want to get in trouble with that. What was that? Toddlers. Ah. So someone knows how to use the little thingies. Did you miss much? Nah, we just talked about the Met gears. We talked about cybersecurity, headlights, KPR 200, me selling the Ruckus for $50, and buying a Gixxer 1000, and giving up on the small bike life. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, but we got some super chats today, so that's cool. Thought I'd share that, getting me closer to the exhaust. Yeah, see, look, LM laughing my A off, selling the Ruck. No, we had a discussion about how we're never gonna sell the Ruckus, or at least I'm not. I'll sell every other bike in this garage, even bikes that aren't mine. Even that Miata right there before I get rid of the Ruckus. Well, I don't know about the Miata. See, Michael, you're going to get me in trouble. Like, I rode that guy's VFR 800, and, like, it had power for days. And it's not even a fast bike, and it scared the poop out of me. Like, I could seriously get in some trouble with that. So I'll stick with my small bore stuff. If you did notice, the KP Mini is not in my garage. It's in my brother's garage. He's going to pick up on helping me do some stuff on it. I don't have the money to insure it, inspect it, and register it. So he's going to go ahead and do that so that I can get it back on the road again and start riding it around. Got dibs on the Volvo. Can you see it? You can kind of see it right there. That yellow right there, the original yellow. Only Michael would know what the heck that P1800 is. It's kind of like a Carmen Ghia-ish with fins from the 50s kind of looking thing. Those Interceptors are pretty damn fast, more powerful than an R6. Yes, and I like it. But you know what I also noticed while riding it? Like, my legs got really hot. But I guess it is a 4-cylinder, and that it's a pretty big motor right there. But it seems like whenever I'm not moving forward, sitting at a light, my legs were like baking to death. Yeah, Michael, if you ever show up in Houston, like, grab one of my bikes, and I'll grab another bike, and we'll go right around, and we'll go, like, eat some places. We'll go, like, Twin Peaks or something, eat some food, hang around. I don't know, talk bikes, talk cars, whatever. If you're ever around this area, and you probably will talk me out of it. You're the only man I know in the world that has 47 cars. So I'm assuming that you have to have some type of tact when it comes to talking about cars. Have you done another speed run on the Ruckus today? Ruckus 787. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the live chat. I have not. But my plan is, and I was kind of keep it a secret, but since I'm already doing the live chat, I'm I'm going to ride up and down the feeder of the freeway tomorrow and record as many runs as I can and see what I can see if I can really top it out. When I say top it out, I mean like get it up to 10,000 RPM. 10,000 RPM used to yield me 49 miles per hour, barely over like 10,250 used to get me 50, just barely, almost 51. So I'd really like to see what 10,000 yields on this motor with the 5-gram weights. I may drop it smaller weights to 4.5s to see if I can get a little bit better acceleration. But right now my acceleration seems pretty freaking spot on. You sold a lot of cars in the past month, I assume, but I'm assuming that you still have the multi-window bus. I'd take a bus without multi-windows and turn it into a ruckus carrier. Like I could slide my ruckus in the back and be like, yeah, what's up? And then pull a ramp out and drive it out the back. It'd be so slick. You running the NCY on your ruck. I have the NCY CDI. And what else is NCY? I used to have the NCY direct coilover, but I took that off. Really, I think that's the only thing I have NCY right now. Boy, there's a whole bunch of people talking in the Discord channel right now. Ooh. That's pretty. Wish I could show everybody. Okay, well, I'm doing a live chat, guys, so I gotta go back over here. I wish people could post a pic on live chat. Same here. And since I'm not using my normal chat program, I can't switch to a browser window and show you what's up on the browser. Can you guys hear me? Hello? 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 All right, guys. Well, it is 9:20, and I have 6% battery left on my laptop, and I'm in the garage. Yeah, motorbike cam. You actually caught me on my outro. I wonder if I can get 3 more thumbs up to get this to 20. I'm watching it. It's at 17. Still at 17. I guess it's going to stay at 17. Can't wait to see. Good thing is you can hit 50 easily. Yeah, and that was the crazy part about it. Is like, I got dirt on my face. I can hit 50 pretty regularly. Where's the best place to buy a GY6? Just the motor or a kit? The Ruck Shop. What's his name? What's that? Rolling Wrench Denver has a good fatty GY6 budget kit now and the greatest part, it comes with the harness. See, it's a no hacking harness. It's just the plug and play, put it in, install all the parts, and hopefully everything runs perfectly. And then a lot of stuff is prepared for you. That's my suggestion, but only because he's a buddy of mine and I know he puts out good stuff and he uses a good GY6 brand. Anyways, I'm at 5%. My laptop's about to die. And I don't want anyone to be upset with me because I didn't finish the live stream. I'll go ahead and see if I could do one tomorrow. So if you want me to do another one tomorrow, please let me know. I could probably do it in the afternoon. It's the last day of my vacation, and I don't mind. It's a good way to end a vacation, talking to my friends out there in the internet. So hopefully, the NCY, the CDI, maybe about 20 minutes. I used a video online from the Ruck Shop, of all places. They have a really good video on how to install it. Anyways, I wish I could do one a day. If I had to do one a day, it would only be like 30 minutes at a time. You know, that might be something I'll do in the future. Who knows? We'll see. Yeah, cool. Send me a picture of the bus. I really want to. Anyways, everybody, thank you for watching. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and give me a subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. If there's anything that interests you in here that you think you might want to see again in the future, go ahead and click on that bell. Thank you for super chatting it. And I will see everybody later. Oh, yeah, and Kaylin, I promise there will be more KPR 200 videos. I really do enjoy that bike. I really do. Anyways, thank you, and I'll see everybody next time.